say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And that was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. D.A., take it away.
Well, thank you, Kevin. We all know Joel Embiid's incredible blend of size, strength, and skill. He says, whenever I want, I'm able to be Shaq. And I'm also able to be Dirk, Kobe, or MJ, or any guard, really. Just a combination of everything offensively. Kevin, whether it's shooting off the dribble or pulling up or ball handling, he does it all well.
He does indeed. David, thanks. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Harden out there with Maxey, and it's Harris in at the 3. And for the Celtics, up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Smart. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Smart's got the game going here with the first basket for the Celtics. Now Harden. And there's the pass to Tucker. Outside, Maxey. And they double up Embiid. And stolen by Tatum. Brown wide open. He fires. The Celtics keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Harden the pass to Maxey. No good on the 3. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Now here's Brown. Off target with the jump hook. And here's Harden. Pass to Embiid. On the wing, Harris. Knocks down the 3-ball. You're right, defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. No problems knocking that one down. Smart's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Maxey. Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
And I feel like one of the more underrated aspects of Embiid's game is his passing.
He understands that teams are going to bring 2, sometimes 3. You have to make quick decisions with the ball when that happens. Embiid, he embraces that challenge.
He's off on the second. And about the 76ers, Richard, they've been impressive.
Yeah, they've been on a 50-win pace for about the last 5 seasons. And with Joel Embiid, every single year, you are going to be a contender. This is their window, and they are bringing in the talent to get it done.
Horford the pass to Tatum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Maxey.
Okay, big boy. All right. You like to see Tatum asserting himself on the interior. Look, he's forcing the defense to foul. They're too little.
First one falls for it. And this Celtics squad looking like the Celtics of old.
Yeah, always a tough squad when I was playing, and it's looking like that again. You got a great mix of young players and veterans, and don't be surprised if Boston is back on top very soon.
Very soon. Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Griffin's checked in for Robert Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Melton feeling it out a bit. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, Anthony Melton's progression as a shooter has been impressive.
Yeah, he struggled on the pull-up jumpers early in his career, but he worked at it, and now he's very efficient. His offense is almost as good as his defense at this point.
And he knocks down the first one. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Melton hits them both. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Outside Williams. Back to Brogdon. Williams, a screen on Melton.
And Brogdon traded over the summer to the Celtics. I'm interested to see how he'll fit with the rest of the Celtics guards. They certainly have a deep rotation now and a lot of flexibility.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first one falls.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead by example approach is so valuable to this squad.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Now, here's Milton. 6 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Thibault for 3. Great D that time from Tatum.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
Up top, Tatum. Defended by Thibault. Tatum down low. And the shot is good.
Once Tatum's around the contact, it's over. A little room, just a little, is all that's needed for him to score.
Now, here's Milton. Here's Harrell. And he makes good on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You would gladly take those.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Celtics leading by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Shot clock at 6. He gets it in there. Harden's got his first points of the game.
Just an absolute ferocious score. When Harden gets a chance to score from the interior, he doesn't think twice about shooting.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
White against Maxey. Outside White. From the arc. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 5.
Derek White was only 6 feet in high school. No D1 schools even offered a scholarship.
Derek ended up at a D2 school, but White had a major growth spurt up to 6'4". Transfers to a D1 school. The Spurs take him late in the first. What a crazy path to the league.
Maxey against Smart. Outside Williams. Shoots over Embiid. Williams' shot is off.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Harris. That one, no good. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Brown outside. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for P.J. Tucker. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Maxey. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. Melton with the ball. Pass to Thybulle. Harrell down low. Griffin on him. Harrell finds Thybulle. Here's Melton. And it's off the back rim. No good. Brought Seconds scanning the floor. Pass to Williams to end the cold streak. No good that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way. 26 seconds left now here in the second. Thibault kicks to Melton. The pass to Harrell. High arcing shot. Melton no good. Outside Tatum. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
And so we wrap up the first half. Celtics lead by 7. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
Well, the effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's part of the effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Actually out there with Harden, and it's Harris in at the small forward. Harden, no good. Celtics leading by 7. Richard, haven't we seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game? He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to train with Kobe Bryant, and sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him.
Tatum's shot is off.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Pass to Embiid. Over Smart, and there's Embiid. That's good on the assist from Harden.
Now look, he can certainly extend his range, but Embiid is very comfortable from distance.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum, and he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Harden against Smart. Harden, no good.
just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Smart passes to Tatum. Back to Smart. To the inside. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Just a merciless, I don't even know what that word means, dunk by Tatum. Reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
Tatum against Harris. High post, Embiid. Embiid sets the pick for Harden. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76 have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 9 points. Tucker finds Harris. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Brown feeling out a bit. Up top, Tatum. From deep three-point range. No good on the shot. And it's Philadelphia the other way. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Passes it to Tucker. Outside, Maxey. Harden outside. Can they get it? Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Tatum. Williams. It's good on the putback. Williams has got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
Just superb at reading where misses are going. Williams has a fantastic feel for when to go for that putback.
Harden against Smart. Maxey with the screen on Smart. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
The size and skills of Embiid, look, it just makes him a tough cover. Sometimes you just got to foul the big fella.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And Embiid is, no question, one of the best players in the game. Just a versatile big man who wants to win multiple championships.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. You know, I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Ogden on the wing. He's joined by Brown. Griffin out there with Williams. And it's White in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5.
Yeah, completing the play. Brogdon is a bigger guard, and he can add another point at the line.
Malcolm Brogdon at the line with 1 shot.
For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family, Greg, where education comes first.
And well, Malcolm earning his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad and brother, lawyers. His mom involved in higher education. Brogdon may be the smartest guy in the NBA.
Fade away. That shot off the mark. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Round kicks to Brogdon. Griffin sets the screen for Brogdon. It's hauled in by Thibault. The 76ers trail by 14. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And Harrell slams it in.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. White dishes to Brown. Here's Griffin, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Tenacious play there by Griffin against really good defense, but he's not one to be scared off easily.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston. First free throw is good.
And there are only a handful of players who can create excitement just by being on the floor, and Griffin is one of them.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Williams. Jason Tatum comes in for Brown. And Smart subbed in for White. Then for the 76ers, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for George Niang. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Milton. And it's James Harden in for Shake Milton. The 76ers trail by 14. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Harden finds Thibault. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. 5 to shoot. Here's Maxey. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Celtics leading by 14. Smart deciding where to go with it. Pass to Tatum. To the paint, and stolen by Harrell. Tatum against Maxey. Great D that time from Tatum. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Shot left block. Shot clock at 4, and he lays it up and in.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Boston.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jason Tatum.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Back to Brogdon. Williams passes to Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Thibault with the ball. Tatum on him. Thibault kicks to Maxey. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Harrell. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. There's a screen by Williams. Tatum drives in. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jason. It was a struggle last time out, but tonight you were back on track. What was the difference?
Just got to have a short-term memory. Sometimes shots just go in, but you always got to be aggressive and just make the right play.
You're like a cornerback in basketball. That's weird, but it got you a win tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now our New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.